Some man that thought was clever, that happened to be in my life a few years ago, once said to me, jazz is a musician's music. And after spending an entire Sunday among jazz aficionados, I'm inclined to agree. This is 15 Minutes with Simba, and today we're jazzing it up. Welcome to the show.
Afro-Kosekatora Jazz Band is the name of our band. Formed in 2018. Yeah, the journey hasn't been easy. So just to cut the long story short, this is who we are. The percussionist, vocalist, bassist, the drummer, keys, lead guitar. So yeah, basically that's who we are.
So the new year has been, no, actually we are starting the new year, so we don't know how it's going to be, but the past year has been so hard for us. We've lost gigs due to the pandemic and all, but we're hoping that since the new year is commencing, maybe we're going to have gigs more than we are focusing on now. So, well, we see ourselves as a band that's going to change the world globally, not just in Zimbabwe or wherever, but internationally. We are planning to have lessons for people who are willing to get into the industry and all. There's a lot more coming, so watch out. Right, so jazz is healing to us. It's jazz, it's life. Yeah. Jazz is everything you can think of. You know, it's engraved in our bones. I would say much, but if you get a chance to come and see or watch in such an event, you better get it. It's very, very, very nice.
So Afro-Kosekatora. Kosekatora is a Spanish word that means harvesting in our musical talents respectively. So we just chose to give ourselves a Spanish name because we just love Spanish terms, especially in music. You know, most of the terms in music are being said in Spanish. So we just love the uniqueness of it. Yeah. So
Prince Shabalala, better known as Mr. Prince in the music cycles. I'm a jazz artist, I'm a jazz promoter, I'm a jazz lover. I'm the chairman of the Bulawayo Jazz and Whiskey Club, and we launched this club in 2019. And what we're trying to do, I'll never say it's a revival of jazz. Jazz has always been there around, you know. It's only that it's been lying low. People are making it lie low because they don't want to do it in a full scale. Mina ke into engayenza ukuthi ngihlanganise abantu abathanda ijazz, then senze ama shows at least monthly from one place to the other around Bulawayo, so that those people that love jazz can be entertained and they can enjoy at different venues. Jazz music is for the people, that particular class of people that is defined as people who are disciplined, people who are mature, people, we've got a class. Even in dressing, they can be different from the other people, you understand? Normally I say, you judge a man's character by what he hangs on his walls, actually on his body. That's how you identify a jazz lover. Yeah, the way they dress, you know. So jazz music to soothe the souls, to take away our problems and stuff like that, you know. And even to remind us of our old grandpas, that because jazz comes from a long way back, you know. And to keep ourselves busy and maybe forget about our problems as well from day to day that we are facing economically and whatever, you know. So yeah. Here, being at Ngoma's place, we had our jazz thing last weekend, and then we hope to continue again from here. And then the next step, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be going to Emakandeni, go Babu Maunga. That's when we're going to host another jazz thing on the 13th of February. Days might change, or the dates, but I hope somewhere along those lines, you know. So yeah, jazz lovers, please join us all the time. If we call you, that you come, you'll enjoy, you'll love jazz that is being done around Bulawayo to mobilize our people, and we become sort of a social club that will stay away, teach our kids to stay away from all the troubles that are available nowadays. Yes, jazz, I come a long way with jazz. I'm also involved in Durban, a jazz club called the Pansula, Brothers in Arms Jazz and Pansula Club, you know. We meet every month as well. And if you see how they dress, those people, you can tell that these people really love their thing, you know. And we'll move around the streets playing jazz and dancing the tune, what we call the jazz and jacket dance, and stuff like that, you know. And people always marvel, you know, something that is, it's more like out of this world. People are not used to it. The youngsters today are not used to it, you know. So that's exactly what I'm trying to bring into Bulawayo as well, so that people can enjoy it together and be merry.
Gilbert Ngoma is my name. I'm a member of the Jazz Gang, which works in conjunction with the Jazz and Whiskey Club of Bulawayo. I'm a jazz fanatic, and this is a jazz place that we're trying to launch so that we can be having jazz sessions like Sundays every month or something like that. The place is open for other things, but we want to focus on jazz. I've been in love with jazz for a long time. I grew up with some established musicians that made names for themselves, people like Don Gumbo and others. So jazz is really what I sleep, eat and dream. I'd like to really like have a jazz thing that we do and make sure jazz is alive in Bulawayo, which is what we're trying to do. Keep it alive, bring back the old days, groom youngsters. And if you look at our ethos, the Jazz Gang ethos, part of it is to link with other jazz groups emerging and established, local and overseas, worldwide. But we try to groom youngsters and keep jazz alive so that all of us enjoy this genre. I wish all of you and all of us would be into jazz. Jazz is something special.
This was 15 minutes with Simba. We were jazzing it up a bit. Thank you to Mr. Ngoma for having us here today to have this conversation, to talk jazz. But I have a little word to say to the world. I'm sorry, this I have to read because I have to say it exactly like Sammy Davis Jr. said it to the world. He said, "My talent was the weapon, the power, the way for me to fight. It was the one way I might hope to affect a man's thinking." In my view, that this was very poignant, and there is no other way we can explain the reality of jazz. This is 15 minutes with Simba. Remember to follow all of that down there and subscribe. Peace, love and jazz.
Thank you, very welcome.